Hello everyone, it is MC Lumberjack once again with part 2 of Matchday 15 for the SSL Minor League. We will be starting off the day with North Shore United versus Seoul MFC, go up to FC Kaapstad versus Krungtap FC, and then end the day with IF Mask Sagres versus Montreal United. Exciting matches, exciting day as we are nearing the end of the season. So much still can happen. The entire middle of the pack, undecided for now. Even the top is undecided. Honestly, every position is still to play for. So we have North Shore versus Seoul. North Shore struggling this season. Personally, I would have predicted them to do a little better, but they're a little bit in a rut right now. And Seoul Mythic, kind of the opposite. They started off really poorly, but they have recovered a little bit and starting to climb that ranking. And both the teams still have every possibility to end up in the top division, which they will all be aiming for. But with that, we start off the match. North Shore United versus Seoul Mythic FC. North Shore with that interesting offset 4-3-3 formation. And Seoul Mythic with the 5 at the back. We now have Rashford, the 4th, gets it to the Rock of Gibraltar. Back to Chicken and to Rashford. Bruni now. Andrews Jr. to Summers. Nice pass from Andrews. Bruni is always free. Does he get it to Banana? He does not, but Andrews gets to recover. And it's back to Summers. Pressure is being kept on here. Bruni has the ball. To Mitidero. Zoldyk. North Shore on a long attack here. Zoldyk. Chance for cross. Crosses it. Gets it to Bruni. Oh, Bruni has a massive opportunity, but he is not able to convert it. He is going to be kicking himself for that one, as that was an excellent opportunity to take an early lead. As we now have Seoul in possession. Trying to build up from the back. We have Primaris to Doug, Fueco. Some space here. Ken with the ball. Tries to cross it, but Andrews has a nice block. But it gets recollected and Ken has the ball again. A lot of pressure here from North Shore as well. Trying to win that ball back. Not giving Seoul the space to work with, but Jenkins is able to get some space here, and there's chance for a cross. He crosses it, gets it to Carolina Salazar, who finishes it coolly, making it 1-0 for Seoul Mythic FC. North Shore was really trying to close all the gaps, but they left one open, and Jenkins found it, passing it to Salazar, who gets past Furious Chicken. And that is 1-0 for Seoul Mythic FC. But I do not think this is the end of this match. This is looking to be an exciting one. A lot of up and down action. So we now have Mitidero to Zoldyk Jr. Gibraltar. Gijsberg. Mitidero with some space here. Gets it to James. James shoots. Ooh. He was offside, but he could not get the ball on target either. Andrews Jr. Uh-oh. Referee saw something there. I don't know if I saw it. And the penalty is awarded. James now with the penalty. Able to equalize it here, unless Slottenberg has something to say about it, and he does not, as Brody James finishes it and equalizes the game in the 20th minute. Everything is equal again. Game is back on. Slottenberg chose the right corner, but just wasn't able to extend himself far enough to get to that. But nice attempt. So we now have Andrews in the corner. to Gibraltar. And oh, it's incredible. Broke off Gibraltar with a nice header. With an instant response from 1-0 down to 2-1 up in less than 5 minutes. Let's watch this again. Andrews crosses it. Gibraltar just get higher than everyone. And Slotlenburg is left as a rock in the goal, unable to respond. And what a difference 5 minutes can make. Suddenly, they are trailing. And now Pruni. Nice pass from Pruni to Banana. Doesn't lead to anything. Now Zoldyk crosses it. Gets it back. Never mind. Does not get it back. A little bit of a lull now in the game. I think we deserve it because it was very action-packed, those first 30 minutes. Ooh, Pruni now. Shoots! Ooh, Slotlenburg gets to it. Suddenly a lot of space. North Shore definitely have been the better team in the second half of the first half. And they have the XG and the goals to show for it. As there's now another corner for North Shore. Zoldyk taking it once again, gets it almost to Gibraltar. Slotlenburg has to get to that. I think he pushes it onto the post. Incredible save. And oh no, what did we see there? That seemed to be a push from Primaris. I am not 100% sure if it was in the area, but it definitely looked like a foul. And it is. VAR checks it and the penalty is awarded. And James has the opportunity to extend the lead by another goal. And he does. Brody James scores his second, 13th goal of the season. And North Shore United lead now 3-1. What was looking like such a promising start for Seoul Mythic FC has devolved into a catastrophe. As we go into the final minutes of the first half, there is one team that is going to be relieved and one team that is going to be devastated. You can take a guess who's who. It's definitely been an interesting match. It is deserved that North Shore United is leading so far. There doesn't seem to be enough composure for Seoul Mythic FC in the defense. Giving away 2 penalties is really making it difficult for yourself. So this is always going to be a big disadvantage. But I do not think this game is fully played yet. 2 goals is a dangerous lead to have. Everyone knows it. And it's up to North Shore to defend it, and it's up to Seoul to claw it back. Will they be able to do it? We have 45 minutes and a little bit to find out about it. Let's see. As we start with a corner for North Shore. Slotlenburg collects. Building from the back. Chicken to Zoldyk. Zoldyk now running. Lots of space he's been given. Didero. Summers. Zoldyk. Ooh, Jenkins. Nice interception for Seoul. Chance for counter here. Oh, but he loses the ball again. Zoldyk recovers. Beautifully done. Jenkins almost gets it back. And oh! Slotlenburg saves the initial attempt, but Zaza Banana is there to finish it, slot it home. And this game is looking unreachable at this point for Seoul Mythic. Zoldyk, really high work rate to get the ball back there. Slotlenburg saved the first one. Gets it against Banana, and Banana is able to just tap it in after. Unlucky, really. Ooh, Hung Min. Oh, he's offside. all of a sudden he was all the way open. He does finish it nicely, but he was offside. Unfortunate for him. Seoul really needs something special if they want to even have a chance of getting something out of this match. James crosses. Stotlenberg collects. Jenkins. Ooh, nice dribble, but Gijsberg is just able to get it. Jenkins now, a lot of space to Youngmin, and that's a goal. The referee is checking for VAR, but I think that is a goal. Oh, it's not. Once again, I am wrong. Should go back to school for the rules, because, oh, the offside was already here. I was looking at the ball Jenkins played. That's the second goal Seoul has scored that has been ruled offside. Unfortunate for them, but in the end, you gotta stay on side if you want to score a goal. And that's what I've been saying. So we now have Simmons for Coco. Ball gets to Ken. To Youngmin. And he finishes. Kim Youngmin. And this time there is no VAR check. And it finally stands as Seoul Mythic gets one back. This could be a big one. This could rejuvenate Seoul Mythic in this match. 2 more goals needed to equalize. More than 30 minutes left to go. It is possible. Coco now with a corner. Panda back to Coco. Simmons. Can. Bot shoots. Oh, Chicken has to get to it. Seoul Mythic FC is not out for the count yet. They might be down, but they're not out. As Coco whips it in again. Youngmin makes a mistake there. There is a chance for a counter, but no, Ken recollects the ball. Seoul is not giving up on this match. They've appeared to found a second boost of energy here. As they are running after every ball and every pass is hitting right now. You can feel the momentum shifting. We now have Ken running down the wing, crossing it to Youngmin. Doesn't get there. Now Ken almost gets to it. Once again, Ken recollects. Lasso to Panda. A lot of space for Youngmin. Youngmin shoots, but beautiful save from Chicken. But once again, it was an offside. Really some issues staying onside there, Youngmin. There's now the ball for North Shore. Mitiderio to Zoldyk. Zoldyk. Lots of pace. Crosses it in the middle. Ooh, gets it to Zaza Banana. But Stotlenberg able to have steady hands on that. So we go into the last 20 minutes of the game. Seems to be quieting down a little bit. The offensive from Seoul seemed to have died out. Maybe they used all their energy in that quick 10 minutes. They were just barraging the goal. Ken thought he still had some energy, but he's not able to get to the ball. He gets to its second chance though. Once again gets intercepted. Both teams really showing fire on this pitch. We now have Jenkins with some space to Panda. Panda goes for it and he scores. We have a game on our hands. It's 4-3, 75th minute. Nice moves here by Jenkins. And a good finish. And suddenly, I think the North Shore fans are going to be sweating. Because at this point in time, anything and everything can happen. And with the way the game has been going, leaning more and more towards Seoul, I would not be surprised if there's another goal possible. Only time will tell as Jenkins moves down the wing once again. Gets it to Lasso. Lasso has a chance and Lasso scores! Unbelievable! Seoul Mythic pull it all the way back and equalize to North Shore United. They looked out for the count. But Jenkins said, hold my beer, as he passes to Lasso, and Lasso finishes beautifully. Incredible scenes. North Shore United is going to be devastated. They really feel like this would be a wasted opportunity for some points. When these points are so incredibly important. But now James, oh, and it's a post. This might be the minor game of the season. So now Fokoko with the free kick. And it goes over. That would have been scenes if that went in. That would have been scenes. We have 7 more minutes left. And it's now Youngmin. Crosses it. Simons collects. Rashford is able to tackle. Rashford dribbling down the wing. Gets it to Geisberg. Some space here. Back to Geisberg. Back to James. James shoots. Slottenberg makes an incredibly important save there. The last 5 minutes of the game. Rashford now with the corner. Takes it. Gibraltar has the ball. Rashford. Ooh, it almost gets to James, but it gets intercepted. And it gets cleared. Last minutes now. 5 minutes of added time to this game. Is there one more last heroic moment here? Or will it end in a draw? A hard-fought draw as McLeod makes a mistake. Gets it to James. Banana has the ball. Banana shoots. Banana misses. Oh, that could have been the hero-making moment for Banana. But it is looking like 4-4 is the end of the score, the end of the line, as Jenkins puts it out. The referee blows for halftime. And I think this is a draw that feels like a loss for North Shore and feels like a big victory for Seoul Mythic FC, because at points this game seemed more than over. It seemed in the bag. I think I saw some of the fans of Seoul Mythic FC leaving already. They are going to regret their decision because their team just had an amazing comeback. What an exciting game of football. Let's hope the second one will live up to the same amount of hype as we have FC Kaapstad versus Krungtap FC. FC Kaapstad, of course, one of the favorites to win, at least the favorite to be in the top 2. Had a struggling start of their minor seasons, but they have really regained their form. They're firing on all cylinders, and they even beat Paris recently. They have not lost in a long time, so they will be expected to continue that amazing streak against Krungtap FC here. Meanwhile, Krungtap FC has had an up and down season, but of course, just like most teams, they are still solidly in the running to get in that top division, that top 6 spaces, that coveted top 6 spaces that everyone is hoping to end up in. It's going to be an exciting match, and I think we will have a very small technical intermission here, as some of the players need some medical attention. I think all the players are back to tip-top shape and feeling better, as we have FC Kaapstad versus Krungtap FC. Very interesting formation for Krungtap. I love seeing that off-center, offset formations. Let's see how it does against a very traditional, very bog standard 4-2-3-1 from FC Kaapstad. And we are off. So we have Papi on the ball. It's a cross in. Goes out for a corner. First corner falls to Kaapstad. See if they can do anything with it as Vento Benz crosses it in. Does not reach the bit. But another corner is won. Moff now. Obranka. And that pass does not reach the target. Moff now to Dobra. Dobra. Ooh, gets intercepted there. Brutal foul there. Referee is taking a look there, but no card is given. Just a stern talking to. Now Brooks crosses it in, but Buffoon is able to collect it. So far, not the most massive chance has been happening, but it has been mostly Kaapstad in the first 10 minutes. You know, Vento Benz. Deep to Dobra. Nice pass. Dobra first time shots it, but does not get it on target. Some nice team play there. And so far, Kaapstad has 6-7% of the possession. Very dominant. So you now have once again Dobra, who seems to be the focal point so far for Kaapstad. Down to Moff. Moff with the cross. Gets it to Adu. But Adu is not able to get a shot off there. Don't know exactly what happened, but it ends with a corner for Brooks. Brooks lines it up. Gets it to Dobra once again. Brooks has his back. Goes for a shot himself, and oh, it just barely goes wide. Nice moves there from Brooks. Showing he got some dribbles in him. So we slowly go into the first 30 minutes, and Oliver now. Ooh. Nice looking free kick, but it got deflected by the wall, and now a corner for Kroonklep. Finally, a little bit of action on the other side of the field. As Oliver takes the corner. And Brooks clears it for another corner. Oliver once again takes the corner. Gets cleared. Do it now. Tumov. Dribbling down the sidelines. Ooh, he absolutely sends Stroh. Gets it in the middle. And Brooks doesn't get it on target. What an incredible move by Moff there. Beautifully done. Vento Benz. Obranka. Ooh, in the side netting. Kaapstad really testing the goal now. We are almost at the end. As Papi Cholo takes the throw in. Has the ball once again. Crosses it. Does not get it to Ashworth, unfortunately. So we now have Oliver. Not that much space. No real counter opportunities. They regain the ball. Kroonklep trying to find some breathing room. They found it here. It's Magul going down the line. Gets it to Stroh. Stroh has a chance to cross. Gets it to Machado. And oh, what a mistake. That seemed to be an open scoring opportunity, but they were not able to finish it. Unlucky for Kroonklep. Right at the end of the first half, they had an opportunity to get ahead. But all in all, Kaapstad has been the clearly better team. They've had some issues finishing this match. And they will be hoping to improve that in the second half. But as you can see, Kroonklep is still able to get those little opportunities, to get those chances. And all it takes is one of those to completely throw a wrench in the game plan of FC Kaapstad. So this game is far from played. It can still go very much both ways. We are just going to have to find out in the second half whether or not Kaapstad can finally capitalize or Krungtap will snatch the victory from the jaws of defeat. And we are off for the second half. Krungtap starting us off. We have Magul, Distro. Apostle to Itar. Apostle now gets it to Oliver. El Pizzi is able to intercept. The Wit now. Moff going down the wing. Crosses it in. Gets it to Brooks. Brooks heads it on goal, but Buffoon is easily able to collect that. Does not trouble him at all. Dobra. Some space here. Chance for a cross. No, gets it back to Wolf. Wolf crosses it to Brooks. Brooks heads it on goal once again, but Buffoon is able to get it out of the goal. A lot of crosses happening. Mostly aimed at Brooks. Now Dobra though. Outside the area. Back to Brooks. Chance for a dribble here. Beautiful dribble. With a nice save from Buffoon. Only 3 minutes into the second half and FC Kaapstad is already massively testing the goalkeeper here. Oh my god, Itar. Dangerous tackle there. But it did not lead to anything, but that could have been very bad. We have Obranka. B. Drizzy. Ashworth. Magul. Buffoon. Hondo Benz. Jones to now a 4-ball from Kaapstad. And Adu is able to collect. Adu has been very quiet so far this game. Can he change that now? Well, he passes it to Dobra. And Larv Itar with another really reckless tackle. The first one was not seen by the referee, but this one definitely was. And I think this is going to lead to a penalty. And it is. And now we have Ashworth versus Buffoon. Who is going to win this one? Let's see. Ooh, Buffoon gets close, but Ashworth finishes it coolly. With his 16th goal of the season. Definitely having a good season so far. There we go. We are now finally get the goal for FC Kaapstad. They have been working hard for that one, and they finally get it. So we now have a little calmed here. As Dobra almost gets the ball to Adu. Nice decisive pass. Just doesn't make it fully. Dobra tries again. Itar is trying to make up for the mistake he made before. Some good defensive work there, but Van Tilbens is once again able to recollect. Moves it on the wing. Gets it back to Brooks. Brooks. Oh no. The referee is checking for VAR. I will say that will be a very light penalty to give. But what do I know? I seem to be always wrong. So this is probably going to be a penalty. Oh, it's not. Even when I predict I am wrong, I am also wrong. You can't make this stuff up. McGarry now to Apostle. Papi once again intercepts, but Krungtap is able to recollect. Seems to be one of the first times in this half that Krungtap has the ball on the Kaapstad half. Yeah, it didn't last very long. Now, however, they get the ball back as we have Wentworth to Oliver to Apostle. A lot of space now all of a sudden to Bloodflame, and Bloodflame finishes. Incredible, as suddenly it's 1-1. Out of nowhere, Krungtap gets a golden opportunity, and I am a Bloodflame stan. She will finish those balls, and as we can see, she does. Easy for her. And suddenly it's 1-1 once again. That lead that took Kaapstad so long to gain is now already gone. As we have Papi with the shot and the goal. P. Bayok Soto, whatever you want to call him, gets his another goal and instantly replies for FC Kaapstad. Let's see this again. Nice turn, beautiful finish, right against the post. Very nicely done. And all of a sudden, we are back to square one. The square where Kaapstad is ahead. Oh my goodness! Freddie Adu with a wonder goal out of nowhere. I don't know what happened, but someone showed Kaapstad where the goal is, and Freddie Adu listened, because that was an amazing goal to score. 3 goals in quick succession when the first 60 or something minutes, it was very hard for them to score. Now, once again, FC Kaapstad gets it to Dobra. Oh, that almost rolled the goal. Rolled in the goal. Oh, another check for VAR. It's getting ridiculous there. I feel like P. Drizzy kind of dropped himself there a little bit. But we're going to see. No penalty once again. Okay. The game is not gone. It is still here. Oh, it was a foul. It's just not a penalty, I guess. The game is a little gone. As we now have a corner for FC Kaapstad with Van Tobens. Gets it in the middle, but it gets cleared. Dobra to the width. Moff. Van Tobens. Ooh, some nice passing here. Gets it all. Ooh, doesn't get it to Brooks. Just when I say nice passing, the pass goes a little wide. Unfortunate. Papichulo to Adu. To Brooks. Brooks gets the ball back. Space here from Moff. He goes for it. Crosses it. But Stroh is able to block. Very important block. And Moff is able to get the ball back. He runs with it by himself. Like Soto. Ooh, that was almost his second of the day. Papi almost gets that in the goal, but hits the side netting. Kaapstad seems very hungry. This second part of the second half. And they're looking to add some more goals to this tally. And it is up to Krungtap to stop him. Or perhaps even get one back. Because I think they have shown. Ooh, that seemed like a rough tackle, but the referee is saying play on. Adu to Moff. Adu. Oh, and it's Papi once again with another goal. His second of the match. Suddenly he is everywhere. Let's see this again. Beautifully laid back by Adu here. Gets it to Pike Soto, who finishes it in the bottom corner. Getting his second and really sealing the deal here for FC Kaapstad. Al-Kazmi. Is there a consolation goal here for Krungtap? Or will it end how the score stands right now? Wentworth crosses it to Bloodflame. And Bloodflame still gets another goal. Even in defeat, you know she's good for 2. Beautiful cross again, and yeah, give Bloodflame the ball that close to the goal. It's gonna be a goal. I don't think Kaapstad is going to be stressed out by the rest of the match, but at least Krungtap fought back a little bit and showed people they still have something on the tank. Perhaps here, no. But maybe Kaapstad, as Brooks runs to the goal, doesn't hit it on target. Molf. Dobra. Oh, that was almost an amazing goal by Wolf. But it appears this is it. As the minutes count down, the score is going to remain 4-2 for Kaapstad. 4 for Kaapstad, 2 for Krungtap. Great game for Kaapstad. Slow start, but in the end, they really showed up and showed the team. Freddie Adu with the man of the match. 2 assists and a goal. Shout out to Papicholo with 2 goals. And once again, of course, Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame with the 2 goals as well. Even in defeat, can always count on her to make something from nothing. Perhaps not as exciting as the first match, but still an exciting affair. That was FC Kaapstad versus Krungtap. And we will now move on to the final match of Matchday 15. It will be AF Masks Sacres versus Montreal United. Another interesting game. I think all the games between the teams in the middle couple spots are going to be hard to call. It seems like anyone can beat anyone, except for maybe the top 3 and the bottom 2. It really seems like anyone's game, and that is what makes the minors so exciting. It is completely up in the air still. Who's going to promote? Who's going to relegate? Who's going to have a shot next year at the title? And who is only going to have a shot at promotion? It's exciting stuff. And especially as we're moving down to that final match day, it is only going to be more and more exciting. I will not be surprised if there is going to be a situation at the end where there's multiple teams whose promotion or relegation is hanging in the balance on that very final match day. I think there's going to be at least 3, maybe even 4 teams that can still go either way by that point. At least that is what I hope, because that is the football we live for, of course. I think there will once again there will be some doctoring with the players. They are getting tired, you know. There's a lot of match days that have been played, that have to be played. I don't think we appreciate the players enough for that, and we don't appreciate the doctors enough for that, because we at the SSL, of course, have the greatest medical team that has ever been assembled. Where ACL tear might normally take 7 to 8 months. I think they fix it in about 4 hours, which is just really impressive, and that really shows how far the technology has come in the last couple of years. I think we can really give them an applause for that, even though right now it does feel like they are taking their sweet time to get those players fit and ready. And we are back. The doctors work their magic. Got the players back on their feet. And we are about to start off with AF Mask Sacres versus Montreal United. Are we all excited? I know I am. Mask Sacres having a quietly good season. I feel like they kind of fly under people's radar. But all in all, they are third right now. 27 points. They are playing amazingly. But they have been doing it kind of low-key. But if they are able to instantly some aggression here for Sakrak King, and he gets a yellow in the first 20 seconds. I hope that's not a sign of things to come, because we could have another Battle of Nuremberg here, if that is the case. Now Lam shoots from distance. Tolvik has to reach for that. We have an exciting start here. With Warwick now. Gets it back. Almost runs it down the line, but Grimace is able to get it over the line for a throw-in. Warwick now. Tizarel. Some nice 1-2s here. Tries to get it in front, but is able to be cleared by Montreal player. Monroe. Terrell. Mizukana. Ooh, powerful shot that. Tolvik once again put all his effort into getting that ball off target. It's a very good start so far from Masks. But now Silaka with a corner for Montreal. Corrigan. Also a nice shot, but Mobek has that ball in his hands, in his grab. He is not letting go. Up and down, real back and forth stuff so far. So you have McNeil trying to get it in front, but Grimace is able to recollect. But mistake there for Sarah King as Kyle Walker has a massive opportunity, but is not able to finish it. Now Warwick with another corner for Mask Sacres. Gets it to Moretti. And another save by Talvik. Great performance so far. Some massive important saves. Silaka might have some space here to counter, but he plays it back to Buccaneer. To Potsli. To Grudnar. To Potsli. Grudnar. Sarah King. Gets intercepted by Monroe. There's now some space here. Walker doesn't turn around fast enough. Gets bodied too. And now once again Silaka to Minjong. And that's a goal. Nice cross from Silaka. And Minjong is able to finish that. Well played attack. Starts with a mistake there by Walker. Not expecting the ball. And Silaka is able to cross this. And Minjong, experienced as they are, will finish balls like that. As we are 1-0 for Montreal United. I had just been putting praise on Masks so much. Would be ironic if they walked away with a loss here. So we now have Talvik to Corrigan. Warwick now. Mizukana. McNeil gets it to Lam. Lam gets it back to McNeil. McNeil shoots. But he is unable to hit the target. Nicely built up attack though from Masks. That is the kind of stuff they will need to be doing. We now have a corner for Montreal with Grimace. Does not reach Minjong at all. Mizukana gets it back to Mobak. But Montreal is able to recollect. Keep on the pressure. Keep on attacking. Sarah King. Silaka now. Crosses it. Crosses it to Clara Smith. And Clara Smith is able to finish. Third goal of the season. And suddenly Montreal is leading by 2. Let's watch this again. Silaka gets it to Clara Smith. he is not being covered at all there. Unfortunate mistake from the defense there. I don't want to name names. Montreal is able to collect the ball. Mizukana. Musk trying to build up once again from the back. Some space with Warwick. A lot of space with Warwick. Gets it to Terrell. One cross, another cross, and ooh, I saw the vision there. I think that was a very smart ball by Walker, but maybe a little too smart. Because it does not end up, sorry, excuse me, with an opportunity. So we have Salaka now. Gets deflected for a corner. Like I said before, incredible up and down stuff so far. Both teams are full on attacking, leaving themselves over for counters. But it is very entertaining football to see. So you have Grimace. Gets it back all the way to Talvik. Talvik now. It's it far to Walker. It's a Lum, but it's not able to keep it. McNeil intercepts. Nice interception here. Lum is free, but McNeil goes for it himself. McNeil has another chance here. Crosses it. Doesn't reach Walker. McNeil, this time it does reach Monroe. And Monroe is able to get it on target, but not get too much power on that. So it's an easy save for Talvik. Musk is piling on the pressure though. Walker shooting from a very, very difficult position. It is feeling a little desperate what Musk is doing right now. They are not taking their time. They're shooting wildly. Perhaps they are not used to not leading anymore, to being behind. So we now have Warwick moving down the wing, crosses it in. Talvik able to get it out, the palm of his hands. And the danger is cleared, or is it? As Terrell now has the ball. Chevalier, Mizukana. Warwick is always free, and oh, he gets in. The ball goes in the goal. It almost looking like it was gonna go, hit the bar and go out. Let's see this again. It's a beautiful pass here from Mizukana. Really saw the run from Warwick. Hits the inside of the bar and goes into the net. And that is just what Musk's needed. A goal to make, to reduce the lead from Montreal from 2-1. And everything can happen now. The whole game is once again open as we have McNeil bombing down the wing. Getting it to Walker, who gets it to Monroe. A lot of pressure here. Gets it back to McNeil. He's going to take a pop. He does, but it gets blocked. And it's out for a corner. Warwick now. Crosses it. Monroe gets blocked. Monroe, though, gets the ball back. Talvik's able to collect. Montreal need to stop the bleeding right now because it is suddenly all Musks in this joint. Chevalier gets the ball again. Crosses it. Ooh, gets headed over. As we go into the last minutes of the first half, we end it. Musks with 1, Montreal United with 2. Musks, like I said, a little frantic, a little uncontrolled, as they have 20 shots Only a couple on target. They have a similar amount of XG as Montreal has, and Montreal has only 4 or 5 shots. Definitely shows that Musks is trying to shoot from distance, maybe with some panic in there. Whereas Montreal is trying to get close to the goal and finish it like that. So far, Montreal has been more successful, but let's see if that holds in the second half, as we have. Now, Moretti. To McNeil. Lam wants it back to Moretti. Chevalier. Warwick has some space. Gets it to Doral. Cross to Lam. Nice header, but Talvik is in the right spot and able to collect that without much hassle. Like I said, XG very equal. Montreal leading at that 1 goal. But Musks knocking at the door once again as Walker has the ball and just misses the goal. Going to the 60th minute. Silaka now. Crosses it in. Sarek King. Gets back to Silaka. Silaka shoots. Ooh, Mobek. Mobek with another great save. He has very steady hands, able to collect and steady that ball easily. Nice interception from Walker there. Lam almost gets it to Monroe. But Musk regain and remain in possession, as they have done many a times this game. The pressure is really coming from them now. McNeil now gets it all the way back to Lam. To Terrell, and oh my goodness, what a save from Talvik. Incredible reaction times. I thought that was a goal for sure. But now Warwick with a corner. And Walker heads it over. That was a beautiful save from Talvik. Kilgannon to Buccaneer. Goodnar. Buccaneer. Bad pass from Buccaneer. Muzikana is able to collect. Runs it all the way to the goal line. But Buccaneer is able to clear it. Smith tries to clear it too. And now Min Jong suddenly has a lot of space here. Out of nowhere. A chance here. Smith. To Grimace. To Sarah King. Sarah King shoots. Ooh, Mobek has to stretch for that one. Get it next to the goal. Nice shot from Sarah King. Grimace now. McNeil to Lam. Lam to Kapotzel. Terrell. Warwick. Chevalier. Shot from distance. With 20 minutes more to play, I think still anything can happen in this game. I think Musks will be very disappointed if they don't get at least a point for this game. They've had so many opportunities. And they've had most of the possession, most of the pressure. In the end, football's a game about goals, and Montreal has 2. Musk has 1. And Minjong just made it a 3rd. Like I said, you don't need a lot of chances. You just need to finish them, and Montreal has been ice cold and clinical so far this game. Silaka with a great run here. Gets it to Minjong, who finishes it. And that is the second from Minjong. We now have Grimace with the corner. Ooh, and there was almost another goal, but Mobek makes a great save. Mobek has had some really good moments so far. really all the goals against him. It's not really something he could help. He has really saved Musk as well. Grimace. Puts on the Jets. Honestly, that looked a little... I'm not going to say it. Let's say. Grimace with the corner. Salaka now. Outside the area. Chance for a shot. That doesn't challenge Mobek. Musk must be scratching their heads now. They've had 26 shots so far. Only being able to score one. That is reminiscent of my dating success rate. As we have Lam now at the ball. To McNeil. McNeil tries it from distance once again. They love doing that. I think the coach must have said shoot more often at the start of this game. So now once again have McNeil. Crossing it in to Monroe. And it goes over. The game does appear to be played with only 5 minutes left and Montreal being up 2 goals. It will be a sad loss for Masks. Now Grimace with the corner. Sarah King. Tapotsli. Nice run from Tapotsli. Crosses it in. Doesn't get to the target. Perhaps a chance for a counter here for Musks. Is this what they needed? Mizukana. Gets it to Terrell. Ooh, and Terrell gets it to Walker. The referee's checking for VAR. I doubt it was offside though. But let's see. Okay, I'm actually incredibly good at being wrong. Every time I say it's not offside, it is, and vice versa. And it wasn't even close, really. I think I will refrain from making any judgments in the future. Unfortunate for Musks, that could have made the last couple minutes of this game very exciting. But right now, the score remains as it was. 1 goal for Musks and 3 for Montreal United. And now Warwick, though. It gets blocked by Monroe, but McNeil! Oh, and Tolvik has another incredible save. Tolvik has saved Montreal United on numerous occasions so far. Warwick now. Sarah King to Grimace. Goodnar. Ooh. Nice shot. Moa gets to it. We go into the final minute and a half of extra time. Grimace crosses it in. And that is the way the cookie crumbles for Musks and for Montreal. Disappointing result for Musks and impressive result for Montreal. In the end, only one team deserved the win, and that is Montreal. They weren't always the most in control, but they were very good at keeping Musk out, and they took their chances, unlike Musks. So there's nothing else to say than that they did deserve to win this game. Salaka with a 9.9 after those 3 assists. Incredible. And that is already the end of Matchday 15 for the Miners. I hope everyone enjoyed. I sure did. It's been an exciting bunch of matches. As we look at the table, Paris still leading the pack. Rova only 2 points behind. And Kaapstad 5 points behind Paris. The bottom has remained unchanged, but as you can see, 4th until 10th, really, is still all to play for. So I hope I catch you next time when we are getting closer and closer to the end of this exciting season. I hope you have a good day. This has been MC Lumberjack. Peace.